just take this bad boy out of the plastic bag it came in. This is the CVlife aluminum 6-9 bipod, and it's pretty standard. I'm not an expert with bipods, but I've used a number of them in my time, and there's nothing radically different about this one. It uses all of the technology, I guess you would say, in a bipod that it already exists out there. There's nothing new and radical about it. It uses very time-tested techniques and mechanisms in order to not only install but adjust the bipod, which works a lot easier when it's on a rifle. So we're going to mount it on a rifle real quick here. Also, there's one other thing in the box. One more thing. It also comes with a rail, so you can mount this on the forearm of an AR or whatever else you shoot that has like a Picatinny rail system on it. So that's pretty cool. It's basically just a groove for that blah blah blah. Fits in the Picatinny rail, and it's got like a little swivel stud on the other side. Not rocket science either. Pretty standard grade stuff. But we're going to put this on a rifle, put it through its paces, and see what it can do. And it just so happens I have a rifle right over here. I'm sorry, I had to shift the camera around a little bit. I had some other things to do, so when I went to grab the rifle, other things got prioritized. But we are back. Installation is pretty simple. You have these two little hooks here. What they do is they go through the front sling swivel on your rifle. You have to have detachable swivels in order for this to work. You just put those up near your sling swivel, and then you just turn this little knobby here. It's just a big screw, and that tightens everything up and sucks this whole unit up to your rifle, and it's padded here so it won't scratch your stock or anything like that. And that's what we're going to do, so just bear with me one moment here, and we're going to show you how what I just described can take me 2 hours. Just you can't see that. Why am I even wasting my time? You won't be able to see it. But you just hook it through your sling swivel and tighten down. Until it's nice and snug. Nice and snug. See, if I had a cameraman, that could have all been captured for you in living color. Now, those springs are pretty stout. And as you can see, you still have a sling swivel available to you, so you can still use a sling. I put mine on in the forward position in case I have the opportunity to shoot offhand. I wouldn't call it an opportunity. I'd say, oh, we don't have enough time to use a bipod or anything. So I put the legs forward. I don't think there's any rules on that. I think you can put them back if you want to. Now, operation is very simple. You just swivel the legs down, and these springs are very stout. I don't think they'll wear out. I really don't. Now, to adjust the legs, you have a little button here. You push down on the button. Ta-da! Watch, we'll do this two-handed operation. Go down again. Now this model, by the way, is the 6-inch to 9-inch version. They make a 3 to 6. I think there's a 9 to 12, something like that. And as you can see, there are these little grooves on the legs, and they give you half-inch increment adjustments. I believe it looks like about half-inch, and and they lock pretty securely. A little bit of play in there, but if they were too tight, you might miss the lock, you know. I don't think those are the same. Let's just pull them out all the way. There we go. We'll just do it that way. There. Now that's the 9-inch height of the bipod, which is what I wanted. 3 to 6 just didn't sound like it was high enough. They seem very sturdy and secure. I would have to say the overall construction is pretty good. There is a little bit of this part was made in a punch press. I know that because I used to run punch presses. There's a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a burr. Um, it's not super duper smooth, but it's not touching anything. It doesn't matter. The rest of the equipment seems to be very well made. It's got a good finish on it. There does not appear to be any splotches or anything. It's snugged up nice and secure. Uh, like I said, the legs seem to be locked in very well. This model does not have the swivel up here, meaning that if you're on the side of a hill and you can't get, let me get this around here, can't get the rifle perfectly level, the top of the bipod itself does not swivel at all. Any adjustment you would have to do if you were to be laying prone along the side of a hill would have to be done by adjusting the legs, which is no big deal. And something that flops back and forth, that's going to make noise too, and you really don't want that either. So, what do I think of the fit and finish of this piece of equipment? You know, it's pretty impressive for the money I paid. The mechanism locks on well and easily. I did it, for crying out loud, in just a few seconds, and it's not going to fall off. It's nice and sturdy. I think this is going to perform well in the field. We are going to give it a field test, of course. I won't be able to do extensive testing with it, unfortunately, until this fall, and then I will be out of communication range. Locking the legs back up, those springs are nice and tight and secure. Overall, I am generally impressed with the construction of this unit. For the money I paid, I'm pretty happy with them. They look nice. They function well. They're not wobbly or anything. I can't imagine these are not going to do the job. I really can't. Who needs weed or fitness? Okay, that's the general overview of the bipod. The Picatinny rail attachment for an AR type weapon, like I said, is included, and it also includes the Allen wrench necessary to install it, which is cool. Anyway, that's it. We're going to wait for the weather to clear up. It might not be today. We're going to take this out and actually do some field shooting with it, and we will come back and wrap up this video. How about that? Well, here we are. Let's wrap up this video on the CVlife bipod that I've been testing. It is made of really good quality materials for the price. It's about a $32 unit, something like that. Not very expensive at all, and I've been pretty pleased with it, even though it's just been range tested. It's at this point I have not been able to call in a coyote with the limited amount of hunting I've done this year. I did call in a magpie, but they don't count. As far as the range shot you just saw here just a few seconds ago, I don't mean to cheat you on the range stuff at all, but this is January of 2021, and if you're watching this video, you probably know that this has been a very tumultuous year for us all, and especially if you are a shooter at all. Ammunition has been just incredibly difficult to get, and when you can find it, it's really expensive. I'm not a man of means, by no means, to borrow the words from a Roger Miller song, but so I have to be very careful how I utilize my ammunition. I could go out and expend 20-40 rounds doing this video, but I don't know if I will ever be able to replace that ammo at this point. It's up in the air, and it might be the case that all I got's all I'm ever gonna have. But I did want to show you that yes, you can indeed hit a target at 100 yards with it, and especially in temperatures like this. And if you've ever had to shoot in an Arctic condition, you know that your dexterity fails you rather rapidly. We got two moose right over here, it looks like, but I'll show you that in a minute. As far as the quality on that unit goes, like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. There was no splotches, there was no junky, cheap-looking material in the makeup. I used to work in the metal manufacturing field for 11 years, and basically making a lot of the components that would have gone into this unit is something I know how to make those, running punch presses and brake presses. So the quality looked great to me. Um, the price was right in the ballpark of a guy that doesn't have a ton of money to spend on the latest and the greatest. The springs were very, very stout. The legs in place. I was really surprised at how stout they were. The adjustments were quick and easy to make. The rubber feet were quiet. Um, I I definitely recommend this unit as a, let's just call it an entry level unit, because obviously there's more expensive units out there, and there might even be cheaper ones out there. But this is the only real one, other than some military bipods, I have any real experience with at all, and I'm pretty happy with the purchase, so I can recommend it. After I get done with you here, we're going to go check out those moose just a little bit closer. But anyway, if you would go down below this video, down in the description area, just look right down here. Down there, you will see a link to Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate. If you click on that link and buy the product, any of their bipods, I guess, actually, I'll get a small little commission paid to me from Amazon. It doesn't add anything to your cost, and it would help me out a great deal by letting me stay on my land, feed my dogs, upgrade equipment, because Lord knows, we need better equipment. But anyway, if you would do that, I'd really appreciate it. We're going to sign off now. We'll see you on the next one, and we're going to go take a shot of those moose with the camera. Okay, as you can see, there's our moose right. Where am I? Right right there. Here, I'll try to refocus this. Dang it. There we go. And then my little dog is just to the left of that spruce tree. I thought there might have been two over there, but it was just probably she was standing behind a tree, and it just kind of looked like two. Looks to be a young, mature cow, quietly browsing in the alders. My dog is not going to leave that to go on a walk with me, so I'm just going to go turn around and get me a cup of coffee. Anyway, chasing moose and bears is her life.